Yeah.
Oh, wait, we have to be quiet. So
Yes. Yeah. Broadcast is officially started.
It's Game 5, the deciding game of the semifinal series between Mega Powers and Misfits. It's been a game of keep away for Mega Powers, who hold on to the puck at all costs and grind out their victories. Misfits, on the other hand, have relied on sturdy team defense and taking their opportunities when they're available. As a result, the games in the series so far haven't been maybe the most exciting, but it's closely contested, and it's anyone's guess as to who will be the winner tonight. Watch for Bacon on Mega Powers. Playing from midfield in Warburg, he has played extremely well in every game, even when his team has lost. Azuline for the Misfits has carried his strong form from the regular season into the postseason. He has 3 goals in the series so far. Who will win this Game 5 and head on up to Hamburger Hill to compete for the Blackie Cup? It's Mega Powers, it's Misfits, it's RSHL action right now. Ooh, let's get ready to rumble in space.
Right. Another incredible intro from Red Raven.
Man, I'll maybe have to listen to it later.
It was great, man. I mean, yeah, he's great every time.
I don't know why I couldn't hear it, man. I actually had sound on 0, and then I turned my sound on, and I could only hear the shots of the ships. I didn't hear anybody talking.
I know I've missed it before too, and it sucks. So I feel for you. But basically, just to summarize it, kind of just talked about how when Mega Powers is playing really well, they're doing a good job of playing keep away, limiting touches by Misfits and possession time and scoring chances. It's basically what he was getting at. Which is definitely something that's happened. I mean, you see in Misfits wins, I think they have 15 shots on net, and in their losses, I think they have like 7 and 5 or 7 and 8 shots on net. So literally half. And the possession time goes along with that too. So I mean, it's definitely something that they're going to have to be able to work on. I don't think that shots and possession time are necessarily always indicative of who's playing the best in the game, but there is a point when your opportunities are just so limited that you're just not capable of scoring. So I hope they have an answer for that tonight, because it's a lot more exciting when Misfits is playing well. That's when the games really open up. But we'll see.
Yeah, well, I think from being somebody who really only watched Game 3 and Game 4 so far, the difference between Game 3 and Game 4 with me was really with Mega Powers, and I would pretty much say that when they weren't making unforced errors, they seemed to really dominate the game. In Game 3, they made a lot of unforced errors, and that caused them to lose the puck and lose control, and allow Misfits to take control of the game. So, but Game 4, very few unnecessary errors by Mega Powers.
That's the thing. I mean, there is a take on this series where you could say that, if you don't see all of those unforced errors in Game 3, that, we're watching a finals game tonight and not Game 5 of this series. So I mean, I have looked at the series. I kind of felt like you really haven't seen Misfits be dominant, except in Game 1 and then also in Game 3. But Game 3 was kind of Mega Powers shooting themselves in the foot. So, I mean, we'll see. Definitely. God damn it! You said something about my ums, and it's like in my head, and it's actually making me do it more. It's
Who,
so
me?
close. No, Yost did. Yeah, he said, no, let's cut down the dubs. And now I just feel like I can hear them all the time, but I can't stop.
I did go back and look at the stat line from game 1 because I was interested if Misfits losses all had to deal with them not scoring first. But then I looked at game 1 and they were pretty much looked to be outplayed, and then they just put up numbers in the third period.
Yeah, we haven't seen that again from them. That was pretty much just a game 1 thing. And we really didn't see that, when they were trailing in the games that they've lost. You never saw them do that big push in the third period, which is crazy to me because you're losing. So that is the time to do it. But we haven't seen it from them. So I feel like if they do get behind in this game, we'll definitely see them do it. Leafy again, finding room, gets bacon. Not much to shoot at there though. But that's another really, really nice play there by Leafy. I mean, they basically they're just working the ball at the blue line, and then Leafy sees a seam, and then he takes it, and it ends up giving them a really nice scoring chance.
Yeah, it's interesting because I thought Misfits would come out and play very tight this game, so I was shocked that they gave that up so early.
It's something that is working against them. That's not necessarily like them allowing it by not playing tight. They think they are playing tight, but Leafy is finding a seam there where he's able to turn the corner and get behind the defense, and then you have the other Warbird following through, and they're able to create a nice scoring chance. It's something we definitely saw a lot of in the last game.
It's definitely looking like Mega Powers are finding some holes early there, which I was shocked. If I was Misfits, I'd be focused on playing really tight defense and waiting for my opportunities because I think they're better off in a game that's a little bit more tight and slower paced than an open style play. I think Mega Powers beats them in open style.
I think so too. They might also. This could be the culmination of playing defense for basically 3 straight games. I mean, it could finally be getting to them. They've been in this position, watching Mega Powers handle the ball, for the majority of almost every game, and they could be cracking. I don't know.
If we learned anything about these playoffs, is a player can have 6 minutes of puck time and still lose the game.
7, right?
I don't remember. I couldn't believe that stat line.
Yeah, I think Xana's had 7. But yeah, you definitely can. I don't think it's to anybody's benefit for one person to have that much puck time. But so far, it's definitely been working for Mega Powers. They keep getting the ball. Oh, Bacon just a little bit late on the read there. Had some room.
But I like how Mega Powers is playing it right now. They are being aggressive and getting to the net. I think increased opportunities increases chances of one of them scoring. I mean, at the last game, we saw really that UKM kill and Dross in front of the net caused that first goal.
Oh, Hazeline just with not enough speed on that shot. I think with a little bit more shot power, maybe you could have caught that through. Yeah, I think so too.
Both teams really playing very aggressive, open style play. I'm gotta say, I completely was not prepared for this. The way for the game to start.
Yeah. I mean, so far this definitely favors Mega Powers.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you just look at the players out here. I mean, it has to favor Mega Powers. You got 3 of the top 10 players in the zone on this team.
Yeah.
Misfits is a team game.
NC Vinyl with the pickup there. Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, it is a team game though. So.
I think.
Oh, Dross. right there in position, decides to get aggressive, tries to take a shot. Doesn't have the rotation, but I like it. Bacon does get a breakaway here. The guy is very dangerous. Lennox is playing like just aggressive enough to cut these shots off. The game's definitely really opening up now. NC Vinyl coming in, doesn't have anybody trailing. Nice kill by him on UKM to be able to get that offensive chance, but ends up not taking anything.
Well, I think he did the right play. He had to push that one-on-one with Cocaine in the goal. You have to see if you can get an opportunity there.
Yeah, I think so. I guess he didn't feel like he could sneak a shot through just to try to test the goaltender, try to go for a reset there.
Yeah, I think the goalie was in good position. He looked like he wanted to try to fade him top, but it just wasn't there.
It really wasn't, right? This is like, oh, they're finding the hole. That's the thing. Mega Powers is putting a lot of pressure on them in the midfield. And Droz just did a really good job of finding the hole there. Having some trouble getting back on defense. Bacon's probably going to get behind Jack here. Finds Levy.
Wow, nice
Beautiful
pass.
for the 1-0 goal. So, I mean, if you're going to be, I mean, this is the thing. I mean, we've seen this all playoffs, man. Like, if you are going to go, if you're going to play against this double warbird, you have to be mindful of the fact that, you know, if you're matched up with them at the blue line, they will be behind you by the time the ball gets to the goal. And we've seen that pass from this Mega Powers team so many times these playoffs where, you know, they're just beating the defender to the goal and they're able to pass behind him and the goaltender really doesn't have a chance.
Yeah, I really think Misfits are in trouble. Man, coming out and playing this open style, I don't know, man. I'm not buying it.
I mean, it's still only 1-0, so I don't know that this is, you know, game's not over. We're only halfway through period one. I don't hate the fact that they are trying to produce some kind of offensive chances because they have to be able to win a game, because they normally are, you know, waiting for opportunities to appear on their own, and they haven't been happening. So they're trying to create, which I endorse. I totally endorse that.
Man,
Because you know, just wait for an
Illuminati,
opportunity to open.
I'm Illuminati. Our whole thing was built on that midfield defensive pain in the ass.
I know. I made the team with you. We also did not score goals, and that is also why we got kicked out of the playoffs, right? So,
And I look back, we gave up less than 1 goal per game. We still had like 19 goals over, like, I don't know. It was ridiculous. Less than 1 goal per game average. I mean, we didn't win. We were like a 500 team, but man, you were going to have to work to score.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that was a different era too, man. They literally changed settings because of what we did. So, I think that is ultimately the contribution of Illuminati to the league is forcing smaller proxies and you know, just making it a little bit harder to play defense. Hazeline with a nice check there gets it to NC Vinyl. Kind of slow this down.
They got UKM off track. They gotta try to create something here before you get that. You have to reset it.
Those two warbirds on the ball carrier every time. Trying to slow play it here, trying to get some people out of position. Pretty good. Hazeline decides to go in, just gets impatient, tries to put it through the jab for some reason. So that ends the offensive chance. I mean, and that's the thing, man, when you don't touch the ball very often, you know, you get impatient on offense. And, you know, I think they could have worked that chance a little bit more. They got a couple people out of position, but they do have the ball back right here. You know, hopefully they can work on this momentum. CF Droz almost hits Hazeline, sees it a little bit too late, but that was a pretty good offensive chance there.
Yeah, this offense
able to walk it in.
This offense has to run through dries. I mean, with his ability to tank some warbird bullets and ball kill. He definitely has to be the point guard out there.
I think so too. Regardless of what chip he's in, I think that he's the best player for that role. Oh, Azaleen. Just passes it to the Warbird that's draped in front of him. NC Vinyl with a great steal there.
Those Warbirds, Leafy and Bacon, are able to just get inside your ship, and you can't go anywhere. They can just move right with you.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's very frustrating as a player.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're playing the double Warbird, kind of to perfection here, man. UKM with the ball here tries to go for like a delayed ball kill on Jack. Definitely opening it up here. You just saw Mega Powers like turn that offensive chance right to the net really quickly. That's not something you've seen from them in a while. A lot of quick passes. Actually gets it to Dross. Nobody's reading the pass though. That could have been great. Really opening up. Both those teams getting a lot more comfortable.
Well, I think Mega Powers always wants to play this style. It's Misfits. It doesn't really want to play this style.
Like an open style?
Yeah.
Ooh. Great passing play there. Ends up being UKM to Leafy. Ends up hitting the top post. Was completely open. Big holes in the Misfits defense.
Oh, they got to make something happen here.
This is such a good chance. NC Vinyl still sitting on the bottom side. Get around that Leviathan.
Nobody goes top, like you said.
I know.
They just go to the same spot. Nobody goes the opposite direction of the puck.
Save me!
NC Vinyl was just sitting on the bottom side of the net. I don't understand it.
Well, I don't know why he went towards him. Dross was coming top. Let the Warbird pull the goalie down a little bit and then pass it to Dross in the middle and let him decide something.
Yeah, I mean, it could have gone a lot of different ways. They could have migrated the play to the top side because the Warbird was on the bottom side, or you could have seen that Warbird try to cut behind the defense and basically give Cocaine a really hard time and possibly have a passing option of NC Vinyl on the top side, which could have opened up the bottom side for some kind of a play. And you didn't see any of it. You saw no movement offensively. And that's the thing. You have to have cuts. You have to have cuts offensively. You can't just have everybody sitting and waiting to receive the ball.
Yeah. I mean, I will give him credit that sometimes it's very hard to see when you have the puck in front of the net to see the play developing. But
that's why sometimes it's just good to have little rules for yourself where you're like, am I doing anything from the position that I'm in right now? And if the answer is no, then move. And then at least you're creating movement and you're going to an area that's different from you. And you might not necessarily have to see the play. You might not have to see every pass and every play, but at least you can do things that can positively help your team and maybe give the ball carrier options. So then he could create plays off of your movement. But if you don't move at all, it does nothing, right?
Well, I agree, right? So, but in that situation, NC Vinyl was bottom. I don't know, whatever. I guess it was Asia Line was with the puck carrier, but Dross was coming top. So I don't really disagree that NC Vinyl kind of stayed bottom, because if you cut top, Dross was already there, so it's going to pull everybody up. So
which is totally fine.
Which
is totally fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you could see from that position. I know we're talking about this without even being able to look at it. But if you have NC Vinyl move up, that's going to cause a problem with the goaltender and the defense on who is covering NC Vinyl at that point. And Draws from the position that he was in could go top or bottom. He wasn't committed to top. So, I mean, you could have had NC Vinyl move up, Azaleen move down into the bottom, Draws move into the center, and then you could have had Draws distribute top or bottom with NC Vinyl cutting top and Azaleen cutting bottom. And I think that would have caused at least a little bit, enough confusion where they could have created an offensive chance.
Yeah, I'll have to give you that. They definitely could have had him cut top, and then Draws could have cut bottom too.
Yeah, he had the room. I mean, it's not like he was committed. It's just I just don't understand offense where people don't move because you're not. You have to move to make the defenders move, and that's what's going to open up scoring opportunities, right? So hopefully we see a little bit more of that here. Now in the second period, Misfits actually leading in shots. I think this is almost definitely the first time they've ever led in shots in the first period.
Oh, for sure. I didn't realize they recorded 6 shots. That's great for them.
Yeah, they're playing it a little bit more open, and I think it's something they have to do. They have Jack, they have Linux back there. You know, let them do their jobs and try to create some offensive chances because you can't. We just talked about Illuminati. You cannot commit 5 people to defense all the time and expect to win games. I think Leafy missed an opportunity there to Bacon. That was a really nice cut by Bacon.
I don't know if Azuline, he's been a little off tonight. We're going to see some Source come in if he doesn't hold his own this period.
I mean, I would really like to see these Terriers get going. Oh, another nice steal by NC Vinyl. He's playing great in that Warbird defensively tonight. Yeah, I would like to see these Terriers get going. That team is so good when those Terriers are being really aggressive on the forecheck specifically. Their speed definitely makes it difficult for the Warbirds to be able to find room. In short spaces, the Terrier's pretty good against a Warbird. I mean, a Terrier's not going to beat a Warbird, in a long race, but it can definitely keep up with it over short distances. So, I mean, if they could find a way to put a little bit more pressure, and I think they're kind of doing that now. You see, Mega Power's having a hard time getting into the offensive zone here, but they are able to maintain possession.
So we got a spectator in our Twitch chat. Zeb needs to press more and push as you back. I'm not against that.
Amdros here with the ball. Zabe not able to get rid of it in time. Ends up getting checked by Doobie. We're going to have a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 coming in the opposite direction. Linux reads the slapper. I think that slap is definitely one that Leafy would like to have back. But the ball's going all the way to the other side. Zabe tries to get it through. Gets the kill. Goes through Bacon. Ties this game up. Zabe does it all by himself.
I didn't expect Bacon to catch that. It looked like he was shooting in the opposite direction of Bacon, and Bacon just kind of procs that and didn't expect it and got killed.
Yeah. I think he did not expect to prox it, and I think by the time he kind of realized the situation that he was in, he was like, if I pass this, I'm just going to pass it directly to Zabe. So honestly, just great heads-up play by Zabe, creating something from nothing there, finding a way to tie up this game in Game 5. I mean, I'm sure the Misfits Discord just fucking blew up on that one, man. That was incredible. They're in this game. We're tied 1-1. We have a game. Both teams have scored. It is tied. We have a little over half of the game left, and I'm excited to see. Now that the game is tied, I mean, is this going to stay open? Oh, Jack with a great defensive play there, completely keeping up with the Warbird. Did a great job. Doobie ends up getting the ball here, though. He has some options. I don't think Leafy's going to be able to take Drost down there.
That goal was very reminiscent of UKM's goal last game where Drost caught the pass and died to UKM and he scored the goal. Nice steal by Bacon.
Bacon here with the steal. Waiting for some teammates. Does a good job. Doobie's looking topside for Leafy. Unable to find him. This is going to go back the other way.
I'm gonna say I have not been super impressed with Doobie's play in the games I've watched.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know if it's a stylistic thing or if it's really just the fact that he's in a javelin compared to, he's been playing Warbird for 30 years. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's this role player. I don't like him as a role player.
I mean, somebody's got to be the role player, right?
That's true. You can't have 4 alphas.
Yeah. Can't have too many cooks in the kitchen, man. I mean, when he's been given, or created opportunities in front of the net, like he's put goals away. He's made plays, but in general, I mean, he's there to facilitate the movement of the rest of the team. Does a good job there. Leafy just a little bit late on that cut by Bacon.
Yeah, but if Zeb wasn't there, that was probably a goal.
Oh yeah, it was a great defensive play. I still think that there was an opening for another way to score there.
For sure.
I think Bacon is making some great cuts out there tonight. Haven't hit him yet. Leafy finds room, gets him with the head fake, hits the post again.
He might have had the pass up top too.
I think he had it also.
And they're getting behind Jack.
Yes, they are.
Jack needs to get on his ass on the crease a little bit more. He can't be letting that happen.
Oof. Linux kicks the field goal there on the pass.
Jack
gives the ball right back.
Yeah, Jack needs to calm down and at the end of the day, they always have to go to the goal. Don't buy their head fakes. Just play back, play patient, wait for them to come to you. He seems, I don't know if the nerves are getting to him a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because honestly, that is your one job as a defender, is to not allow people to get behind you. And, in trying to play aggressive, and, it takes a lot of balls to try to play aggressive against 2 Warbirds. But I think he's probably, it's a little bit too ballsy. You don't want these Warbirds to be able to get behind and have shots on Linux.
Yes, not free open shots, not one-on-ones. You can't have that. You always need to have your ass on the crease so that you have some angle covered.
Yeah, I think he wants to be aggressive. He wants to be in the play. He wants to be applying pressure. But it's which you definitely should be. But you have to be mindful of how quickly these Warbirds can get behind you. And that's like the one thing you just don't want to. Just don't allow that. Just don't. Out of anything that you could do as a defender, just don't allow that to happen. Dro's putting on nice pressure here. Azaleen unable to get the ball. We're gonna see this go. Kind of a rushed pass. I feel like the pace of this game is definitely getting away from Mega Powers a little bit and going in Misfits' direction. Cocaine taking the level 3s to the face.
Yeah, I thought he got a little lucky there, man. That timing, I thought he could have died to that ball kill.
I thought he should have died. I'm kind of shocked he didn't.
It's that timing with that, when that happens, you like shoot and they don't really have the puck yet. So I wasn't sure because I didn't even see dud or anything on my screen.
I didn't see it
and
either.
he was thrusting, so that was either lag or just lucky timing.
I don't know. But we see that a good bit on those plays where you're not seeing a dud message, and it's difficult to tell if it's lag induced or what. But I think they definitely got lucky. Definitely got away with one there because I thought Droz played that really well, and he would have been able to take the defender out of the play and create something. Zeba going through the Warbirds on his own. I feel like you get that ball back to Droz there. Unfortunately, they don't do it. They end up turning the ball over. This ball has got to be going into Droz's hands, man. And not just because of who he is or his role in the team or anything, but the way that he's playing right now, I think he wants the ball. And I think that you need to be able to get it to him because he's going to be able to create plays.
Wow, smart holding that puck for the reset.
Doing a good job here. I mean, you're still going to always have to contend with those 2 Warbirds.
Yeah, but they're doing the right thing. Just ball kill right through them or tank through them.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Get the ball to him. Get the ball to your Jav.
But here, once again, you look, all 4 players are bot. No one's up for the pass in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough because you don't, those Warbirds are going to be right on that play, and if that play goes sour, it's a 2v1 the other way. So, I mean, I can understand why there's a little bit of hesitancy from them to be moving forward, but they do need somebody to move forward, right?
Well, they need their Warbird, right? Their Warbird's not the defensive ship. So Zeb and Azuline and Dross should be controlling the puck, and NC Vinyl should be looking for the cross pass.
Yeah. They need somebody to make cuts to penetrate that defense. Big steal here from Dross ends up tossing it away right to the Warbird. We'll see. I mean, after that goal, I think we've kind of seen both teams struggle to produce any kind of an offensive chance. Zabe going right through, misses Azaline with a pass. Almost gets it off the wall, though. NC Vinyl with another steal. Finds it, gets the ball to Dross. Azaline's right there, looking for a trailer. Nobody's home.
He missed that a little bit. I think he rushed it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure if he expected NC to hit that cut a little bit sooner, but he definitely put that, into a spot where really nobody could get to it, which was unfortunate. You really needed a trailer there.
There's people back. He just didn't really. He missed them.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm saying, like, in my head, where I would want somebody is where he passed the ball, but nobody was
right in the middle.
You know what I mean? But nobody was there, and he still passed the ball into that area. So there's something wrong there for sure. Because I think the rest of his team was thinking reset, and he was thinking, I need somebody to cut for a trailer to be able to keep working on this offensive chance. Is I think what ultimately happened there. Working the ball through, tries to get a snipe through.
I don't know why he shot that. I know the time was low, but they were all crashing the net, and he just kind of threw it.
I think the time was just on him, right? Like the time was just on his mind, and he just wanted to get a chance. But you're right; they had a lot of people in good positions there.
Hey guys,
who's that?
Oh wow,
Strike.
Oh, and Londorf.
I find it funny how Revo, you mentioned how Misfits got 6 shots in the first period, and that was great. You know how many shots they got in the second period?
I know.
One shot.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, I think Mega Powers had 2 or 3 shots in the second period, right?
I think they had 4 in the first period, so like 3 that period.
3, so it's 3-1. Hello?
Alright, what's the breakdown here?
Well, we're out in the woods.
Yeah.
I didn't ask for a breakdown on my situation.
Yeah, I think he knows his situation. Right now, clearly it's 1-1. I thought Mega Powers came out, had the advantage throughout the beginning of the game. Misfits actually came out with a more open play style, which led to them going down early in the first period. But that open play style kind of served them well in the second period. I'm not sure. It was really just an individual effort from Zabe to be able to tie this game.
I'd just like to say this. I watched the last 3 minutes of the period, and when you watch Leaf, it's kind of like that family member who brings a fruitcake to Christmas dinner. Nobody wants anything to do with it, but you can't be mad at them because you asked them to bring something.
Okay.
Pretty good analogy there.
I'm not sure if I get it 100%.
I don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm lost.
What do you mean? He's doing what he has. Nobody likes what he's doing. Nobody wants anything to do with it, but he's doing what he has to do to win.
Oh, yeah. I get that. That makes sense. I thought
You
that's
can't be
funny.
mad
I
at
don't
him.
know where you were
He's doing what
going.
he has to do to win, but nobody wants anything to do with it. Just like the fruitcake at Christmas dinner. Same thing.
I think I've had one really, really good fruitcake in my life, and that was just
I
one
never
time.
have, so it made sense to me to say that.
I know. Well, I know I've had a million bad ones, but I think I had one really good one, and it changed my life. I don't remember who made it or what, and I think I'm gonna forever be chasing that one good fruitcake for the rest of my life. But yeah, I mean, it's tough.
Are we still talking about fruitcake?
Or for a little bit, you know. It's tough. It's tough for Mega Powers. I mean, um, they're putting everything through the one player. So Doobie here with some room ends up going into 2 players though. Doesn't really get any help there. They are committed to putting everything through Leafy, and if he's not on, then this is where we end up. I mean, he does have 1 goal in the game, but he also has, I think, 3 post shots, and on top of that,
two.
yeah, it's two, at least 2, maybe. I think it's 2.
One was wide
2.
open too.
Yeah, I think both of them were goals, right? And
Strike man,
What's up?
who would you rather play of these 2 teams?
I think we're ready for either. I think Mega Powers is going to win the game. I think they've generated a lot more offense. And
All right.
Misfits,
We don't need the fucking politically correct grab ass. Who do you want to fight?
either team has good storylines.
Listen, I talked to Davo today. He wants Mega Powers. You're supposed to push the company line.
All right. I haven't talked to him today, so.
he clearly, I think everybody knows he wants Mega Powers.
It was laced with a lot of Israel and Palestine racism, too.
Not surprised.
Yeah, likewise.
But honestly, I mean, I could see this game going either way. And we were just talking about how the ball's just been going through Leafy. Has a goal, 2 post shots. I want to say 3 chances that he's missed passes to Bacon, where Bacon was making really good cuts in front of the net. So, I mean, you're not seeing Leafy at, in dominant form tonight, which, I mean, does spell some trouble, right? For Mega Powers. I mean, if all their play is going through him, and he's not, converting on his opportunities, then that does leave the door open for Misfits to be able to take this game 5.
Are you predicting next goal wins?
Oh,
I don't know, but whoever did the settings did an amazing job because you can't sit on a lead anymore. Big kudos to whoever did them.
Yeah, whoever did that, great job.
I think Leafy was open bottom there. Missed opportunity.
Yeah. It'd be nice if we could talk to somebody that did work on those settings. It's a shame though.
I'll work on getting the committee in here.
Bacon here working the ball on the bottom side really doesn't have anything open. Seeing a Bacon getting some unprecedented ball time. Okay, we're going back to Leafy.
I was gonna say, I think Leafy only has about 3 minutes of puck time for the first 2 periods.
I mean, he's not on.
Gotta keep it 4 minutes this period.
Leafy working with the ball here, dances a little bit, gets UKM on the trailer. He ends up going down into no man's land.
This is one of the times where they get the cycle going so well, it actually would make a Doobie ball kill extremely impactful because you just don't expect it with the cycle.
Right.
So they need to mix him in that way.
Yeah, Doobie's been kind of absent out there. And I noticed that last game too. I think someone called it out on the broadcast as well. But it's kind of the Leafy and Bacon show right now.
Yeah, he's there to facilitate. I mean, he's really not, spearheading his own plays. I think he's kind of, been told to do that in a way, or maybe has found that, allowing the guys around him, just facilitating what they're doing, is working better. But, which means that almost definitely him making a play like a ball kill on his own would catch everybody off guard. It's a great point.
Sometimes you got to make the unexpected move for something to happen. Remember was like Game 3 where Leafy all of a sudden just faked it like he was going to reset and then cut to the net and scored a goal.
Yeah. It's pretty incredible. He's done that a couple times this series. You know, using that, using the fact that he resets all the time to his advantage. Man, these Warbirds. Gets the ball to Dross. Gets the ball kill on Doobie.
I feel like Misfits is really locking it in on defense now, but they're just getting nothing on offense.
Yeah.
Even Zabe's goal was, I mean, they're lucky to be in this position, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was just a little bit of magic there on that goal to be able to make it happen. Oh man, they all overcommit. UKM misses the pass to Leafy. We're seeing some reminders from Game 3 here where Mega Powers is just kind of missing their offensive chances based on missed passes.
If this was season 12, he never would have missed that pass.
I know. Well, I mean, everybody had goalie procs in season 12 too, so you gotta remember that also.
Back when we could ball kill and always pick up the puck.
Right. You know, whenever you guys wanna wax nostalgic on how good people. Oh, UKM finds room on the top side. Unbelievable. Linux almost caught sleeping there. Hides in his net. Honestly, I'm
hearing us. Calling him out for being asleep.
No, I think he was looking to go bottom there. I thought it was pretty good ball movement. I'm really shocked that UKM found room on the top side.
This is going to force Misfits to really start getting aggressive here.
They have to. Oh.
It's a nice opportunity. Nice coverage by Crazy Penguin.
I was completely covered. I really, really want to see Misfits get aggressive here. I mean, they've been losing in some of these other games, and you really haven't seen them push the ball offensively. You don't necessarily have to run into the defense like that to be aggressive, but you know, they've been losing in some of these games late in the third period, and you really haven't seen them put a lot of offensive pressure on it. They have to do it, right? They have to now. Either they do it or, you know, they're not going to the finals.
At what point do you take out Jack for someone like Source?
Now?
I'm not sure you even really do it.
What does that mean?
Just someone who's a little bit more offensive minded.
Oh, okay, I don't know where you're going with that.
Yeah, that's basically what he's saying. Like, take your defender out. I mean, you still need a defender to defend. I mean, it's an idea to take your defender out.
You got to trust Linux, and there's a lot of really smart players that are defensive minded out there already, like Zabe. Like, you know, they're going to cover for each other.
Yeah, it really depends on how comfortable they are with kind of like a rotational last man back. Oh, Linux getting aggressive there. Sick of Leafy. Shit. Comes out of his net. CM Dross misses the pass to NC Vinyl, unfortunately. NC Vinyl able to get that ball.
I don't know what he's trying to do there.
I don't know, man. They're forcing now. I mean, you want offensive pressure, but you know, trying to force the ball through the defense is definitely not the way that you're going to be able to score a goal. You know, have people move up, have people aggressively make cuts. You know, allow your ball carrier to have options. It's really what you want. Azaleen.
He just loves to freaking.
There's literally 1v5. Literally 1v5.
I want to say it's the third or fourth time he's done that in this game.
I don't know what he's thinking. I mean, I get it. Everybody wants to be the hero. NC Vinyl, huge check. Gets the ball to Dross. Has Zabe topside. Please, somebody cut.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Azaleen
with the slapper.
How'd he sneak that perfectly through?
Great passing play.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful passing play.
But not even that. To slap shot it in that situation, that was pixel perfect.
Yeah, it was a really nice shot, right?
If he doesn't slap shot it, I don't think he scores.
No, he doesn't.
Definitely not.
That's the big thing about that play is you saw CM Drost and NC Vinyl passing the ball back and forth. Moving to the bottom side, you saw motion from the defense following them, which opened up the room for that slap, and Azaleen read it.
And it started with that steal.
Yes, the NC Vinyl steal. Oh, man. He's much better receiving the ball and shooting than creating his own shots, right?
Yep.
Once again, you see that Mega Powers, 3 minutes left in the third period, you're up 2-1, and they're still kind of playing aggressive. Maybe they should have sat back a little bit.
It's a possibility, man. I mean, it's just like how Londor said earlier, it's not easy to sit on a lead anymore. It's not really
they've had this problem the entire season, though, right?
Yeah.
Just giving up leads.
Yeah, they definitely have. I mean, we saw it. We saw it in the playoffs too. So, I don't know. I think it's tough. I think continue playing the way that you've been playing. That's has allowed you to win. The big thing is that I think that when Misfits decides to get aggressive on the forecheck and starts putting pressure on Mega Powers, it really fucks Mega Powers up, and they have a really hard time maintaining possession of the ball. Which is why I felt like this series was going to go a completely different direction whenever I saw how what made both of these teams good, and I kind of felt like Misfits played into Mega Power's strengths for a lot of this series. But right now, the kind of like forechecking and pressure that they're putting on Mega Powers really fucks Mega Powers up. It makes everything really hard for them.
I feel like they only do this when they're down a goal, though. It'd be interesting to see, like, when Misfits scored in this series, like how long it was from the last time Mega Power scored. I feel like they're just really aggressive as soon as they fall down, and then tie it up, and they're back to their play style.
It's literally what they do. It's crazy. NC Vinyl with room. Looking for the fade.
Huge save.
Almost catches Crazed Penguin. That was like a tip of the procs there.
He shot a tad earlier, a better angle. He might have scored.
It was almost there, man. I mean, that was right on the edge of his procs.
Cocaine got beat hard there. That was crazy.
Yep. I mean, that's the risk of playing that big ass shipwreck there, right? Oh, good defensive play there. Doobie cuts off any kind of a passing option. Cocaine reads it, gets the kill. Gives Mega Powers an offensive chance here with 10 seconds left to go in this period before we start overtime.
Oh, they're going to kill it.
Looks like we're going to kill it. Looks like we are going to OT, boys. Call off work tomorrow, Judge.
So I'll ask this question again. So next goal wins, you think?
Next goal is going to be a 50-50 lag. Don't know. Maybe the one after that.
Can we please? It's going to be face-off tank 50-50 lag. Like,
it's nice that we haven't had any 50-50s this game. Hopefully it stays that way.
I hope so too. Honestly, very little lag effects. I mean, from my perspective on the whole for the entire game.
Agreed.
I feel like this is a nice clean game. Kind of allows everybody to play and do their own thing. And, it's just down to who's better.
I will say we did have 3 lagger messages in the first period. That was the lag. And we've seen like maybe 1 or 2 passes that really lagged that shouldn't have. I think it cost Misfits an opportunity. It lagged through Dross on an offensive chance. But overall, second period, there was no real lag influence in the second period.
Yeah. But I mean, that's where the bar is, though, right? Where you're like, okay, 1 lag pass and a couple lagger messages is like a great period, right? I mean, because I've seen some rough fucking games, man, as far as lag is concerned.
That's funny. Cocaine put something in the chat, right? BDC equal game over, ? I guess that's true, unless they take the 4-minute penalty.
I mean, it's definitely true. I don't know why he's asking like he needs somebody to tell him that.
I never really thought about it that way. That a BDC and an OT would cause the game to end.
I mean, well, that's the thing. You know, a BDC is stopping a sure goal. So you're literally just giving the team the goal that they earned.
Oh yeah, I'm not.
You know,
I'm not against the rule change, right? Because we've seen plenty of BDCs, and then the team doesn't score any goals, right? And it was just 4 minutes of penalty killing. So I like the rule change.
I definitely do too.
Great work, Kula.
Yeah, thanks to Kula for making that all possible. NC Vinyl with a big face-off win there. Finds it to Azaline. Has Zabe gets it to NC Vinyl. They're finding a little bit of room here at the beginning of this overtime. Oh, Tros. Ah, it's a hospital pass right there, man. Ends up giving the ball to Mega Powers. Every possession feels like it just has so much weight. Leafy with room here, looking for Bacon low. Gets it to UKM, back to Leafy. Lennox completely on top of that with his angle. Looked dangerous from the beginning, but by the time it got to the net, everybody was in the right position. Azaline working with the ball, gets it to Zabe. Zabe looking, not sure if he was just off angle on the shot or what, but they had an opportunity there. Bacon working with Leafy. High slapper. Unbelievable. How do you allow it to happen?
Is Longdorf upset? That was Longdorf bottom, Leafy top play.
I want to be upset.
You're not jelly. You don't miss that.
No.
Londorf, no, there's no way Londorf misses Leafy always being in position on the opposite side of the net.
It's always top, man. It's always top. Look, every time Leafy's top. I don't know if Leafy knows how to go bottom when he cuts.
I don't know. But, so Vintage, Mega Powers goal there in overtime to end the game. Leafy slapper top. You saw it developing from a mile away. Nobody picked up on it. Misfits played an amazing series. I thought it was great of them to come back twice and tie up this game in Game 5.
If you watch the replay, I hope we can see it from... Draws actually lunges at Doobie. I don't know why he did that. He could have played back.
Yeah, I don't know. I was really more focused on whether the hole was going to open up for Leafy or not. I'll have to take a look at the replay and kind of see what happened there. Yeah, super shocked that was open. I honestly think Lennox thought he had that defended, like in his head. It's crazy because he just didn't even like have a great reaction time, and then immediately, like right after they lit up that goal, I think it was like a minute or two, Azaline with that slap shot goal.
NC Vinyl's gonna want that one back.
Tanking the replay.
We don't see Draws lunge out of the play with Doobie. But that was Jack. I don't know why Jack didn't cover that.
Somebody has to, right? It doesn't matter like who's there or what the situation is, but somebody's got to be on that cross crease pass. I mean, they're looking for it, and the slapper from the Warbird on the top side. As fast as Lennox wants to be able to move, he's not going to be able to go all the way from bottom all the way to the top. So, just really unfortunate.
I guess Jack was kind of worried about the, covering that angle for the top shot that he left Leafy wide open.
That's the thing. I mean, that's why I don't want us like talking about it to make it seem like it's so easy to defend, because as the defender starts to go up into that position to try to block off Leafy, that gives the ball carrier options to just shoot topside themselves. So it does open things up. I mean, that's why it works. It works for a reason, But I just think that just giving it to them like really sucks. It just really, really sucks, right?
Oh, it's a sucky way to end your season, but at least we got
Yeah.
HG script writers. Hamburger Helper
Just
versus Mega Powder for the championship.
yeah, to have your series end on a leafy trademark goal, I mean, sucks. But I
It
mean,
was
if
in
it
the
was going
script.
to end, it was the most likely.
It was in the script, man. You know.
I mean, that's what we're looking at right now, man. I mean, we're looking at, uh, a hamburger helper, um, Mega Powers series, Leafy and Doobie versus Davo, and the whole the whole crew, man. I mean, just so many different styles of players all coming together on one team, finding a way to make it work to send themselves to the finals.
All right, boys. Let me know when the first game's scheduled.
All right, man. Hopefully you'll be there. Thanks to everybody who contributed. Like I said, I don't want to take these too late anymore. So having some kind of a media day tomorrow really works better off for me. So I'm not like really keeping everybody up late in the house. So thanks to everybody that contributed. Judge again, Strike, Londorf all hopping on. Congratulations to Mega Powers, uh, taking it to Misfits, being able to win Game 5 in overtime and go into the finals. Commiserations to Misfits. I thought they had an amazing season and a pretty great playoff series against a really, really good team full of a lot of really good players. So thank you to everybody, and we'll see you when the finals start.